The world feels heavy. Every headline reminds us of climate breakdown, geopolitical tensions that echo the Cold War, financial instability, and the relentless pace of technological change. It's easy to feel that problems are multiplying faster than solutions. But these aren't just isolated crises. They are contradictions inside the systems we live in. Contradictions between growth and sustainability, between innovation and ethics, and between human needs and institutional rules. And this is where cultural historical activity theory, or CHAT, offers something unique. CHAT doesn't reduce problems to individual failures. It sees human life as collective, mediated, and historically shaped. It shows us that contradictions are not dead ends, they are the very engines of transformation. CHAT has deep roots in 20th century thought. Lev Vygotsky argued that human thinking is always mediated by cultural tools, like language, writing, and other technologies. We don't act directly on the world, we act through these tools. Leontiev expanded this into a theory of collective, object-oriented activity. Activities are meaningful because they are directed towards something that matters, like educating students, or healing patients, or perhaps tackling homelessness. Engeström took these ideas further in the 80s, and he introduced the activity system model, the familiar triangle, and emphasized that contradictions within systems are the drivers of change themselves. For Engeström, CHAT is not just a descriptive theory. It is a theory of transformation, a way for groups to radically redesign their own activity, a way of imagining and enacting utopia. This vision has been put into practice. Researchers such as Sannino and Engeström himself have worked with homelessness practitioners in Finland, for example, using change laboratories, which have been developed out of CHAT, to analyze contradictions and model new approaches. Their interventions actually supported the National Housing First strategy and contributed to shaping new housing initiatives. Their role has been to provide conceptual tools and intervention methods that help practitioners and policymakers redesign systems. They didn't write the policies themselves, but they provided support in the development through their research-based collaboration. This is what Sannino calls enacting the utopia of eradicating homelessness. Not utopia as a distant dream, but something built here and now through contradictions. Imagine applying CHAT to today's global challenges. Climate change, contradiction between economic growth and ecological sustainability. CHAT, in this case, would bring scientists, policymakers, industries, and communities together to redesign the object of growth itself. In education, where we have contradiction between, let's say, assessment rules and inclusive learning needs, CHAT could enable teachers and schools to co-design new practices. In AI governance, where there's contradiction between, powerful AI tools and weak ethical frameworks, in some cases non-existent frameworks, CHAT could help institutions such as universities collectively redesign the rules and the responsibilities around these new technologies. The final example might be healthcare burnout, where there could be a contradiction between patient care and administrative overload on the part of nurses, for example. In this case, CHAT has already been used to redesign care pathways in Finland. In each case, CHAT provides a systemic way to see the problem, a structured method for transformation, and a belief that contradictions are opportunities for collective evolution. The future is not predicted, it is formed through expansive learning. Chat won't magically fix everything, but it gives us a framework for tackling the world's most complex challenges. Not by blaming individuals and not by forcing top-down solutions, but by enabling communities to collectively redesign their own activity. From homelessness to healthcare to education to climate change, chat potentially offers a way to enact utopia in the present. Chat, transforming contradictions into change.